Hello, everybody. Today we are going to be looking at the structure of the bones. So in your Edmodo, go to the post that says structure of the bone. We have a link for the reading. We have my email you can send your assignments to, and we have the practice questions. So let's take a look at the structure of bones. So bones, we know, are organs that are going to consist mainly of bone tissue, also called osseous tissue, and bone tissue is a type of connective tissue. So there are several different types of tissues in bones, including two types of osseous tissues. All right. So the two different types of osseous tissue are cortical bone tissue, which is hard or compact bone, and spongy bone tissue, which is cancellous or trabecular bone, but we'll call it spongy. Okay. So cortical bone tissue forms the hard outer layer of the bones. And spongy bone tissue fills part or all of the interior of the bones. So you can probably guess from the name that spongy bone tissue, it's not because of its texture, it is because it has a lot of spaces like a sponge. All right? So it's less dense than compact bone, but compact bone is about 80% of the total bone mass of an adult. Spongy bone makes up the other 20%. All right? So they both have the same types of cells, but they differ in how the cells are arranged. So other tissues involved in bones are bone marrow and periosteum. Bone cells, we have different types of bone cells. So osteoblasts, those make bones. Osteocytes are inactive bone cells that just kind of are there. Osteoclasts they break down bones. And then osteogenic cells are undifferentiated stem cells, and when they do divide, they can differentiate and develop into osteoblasts. All right. Types of bones. So there are 6 types of bones in the human body. It is based on their shape, so they can be long, short, flat, sesamoid, sutural, or irregular bones. Okay, so long bones obviously much longer than they are wide. Short bones, roughly cube-shaped, only a thin layer of cortical bone surrounding the spongy bone. All right, this is stuff like wrists and ankles. Flat bones are thin and usually curved. Sesamoid bones they have an interesting shape to them. So the patella, your kneecap, is an example of a sesamoid bone. Sutural bones are very small bones in between the major bones of your skull. And then irregular bones are ones that do not fit anywhere in any of these above categories. So you can see examples of these in the diagram, and hopefully that makes sense. Make sure you finish your questions and turn them into me.